Greetings from Cambodia. So I am so excited to be kicking off a 1-week trip here. Of course, we're starting out by exploring Angkor Wat, which is absolutely incredible. And if it's your first time seeing my face, my name is Malika. I am an American travel blogger and I currently live in Hong Kong. And I love documenting my travels all over the region of Asia and pretty much everywhere else I go. So if you're into that kind of content and want to learn more about how to make travel more accessible and more affordable, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and check me out on Instagram and TikTok. But for now, we're gonna go get into this trip because I just cannot wait to show you guys around Cambodia. Okay, I look a hot mess right now. I am a few days away from my trip. Today is Saturday. On Monday, I have a braid appointment. So I have to braid prep. I think I'm just gonna wash my hair today because I have time. So just wash it and blow it out today instead of Monday. And I'll probably just wear wigs today and tomorrow just so that'll be out of the way. And then I'm gonna do my own mani-pedi. I do those myself, probably Tuesday. I leave on Thursday, so probably Tuesday I'll do that. I hate nail salons, so I'm just gonna do those two things myself. And then I have to finish packing. Lord, my hair is so crusty and dry, Jesus. I already kind of started packing because I was filming a pack with me video, so it's kind of halfway done, but I'm gonna just finish it up, which that'll be easy. So that's the vacation prep plan. Oh, and eyelashes, I gotta do my eyelashes too. Okay, so the hair is prepped. I have a wig on right now just because it was kind of a busy weekend I had running around to do, and I just washed and blew out my hair, but I didn't want to put a lot of products in it before I get it braided. So this is just what it is. And I'm about to start my at-home pedicure. This is my little vacation prep. So I use these pedi in a box things. It's like a 4-step pedicure system, and I have this little foot bath I'm gonna soak my feet in, do the whole shebang. I hate nail salons. I don't find them very relaxing. I feel like a lot of girls just find it a very stressful experience, and I just rather would be in my house. So I'm gonna do a mani-pedi. I've got a little cocktail. It's like a gin lime little gimlet type thing, and I'm just gonna tune into some Netflix and get this pedi done. So this hair situation is becoming a situation where, number one, my hairstylist was supposed to have the braiding hair that I wanted confirmed 3 weeks ago, then last week that she did, and then all of a sudden today, no, she doesn't have it anymore. So I had to scramble last minute to find a hair dealer who would sell me the bundles of hair that I wanted. She had one color that was the right color, one that was not the right color. So it's gonna be a creative mix of something happening. Problem number one. Problem number two, the original stylist canceled last minute. She did have an emergency in her house, but whatever. So my afternoon appointment was canceled. Had to beg, plead, and rearrange things with another person who said she could fit me in tonight at 8:30, which really means 9:15. So now I'm just gonna go home and relax and charge my phone, and then have to head back out to this 9:15 appointment, which means I'm gonna be there until 11:30 midnight, which is so annoying, but I just don't know what else to do. So. So I got everything done and made it to the airport. The flight was pretty smooth, and before I knew it, I was touching down in Siem Reap and checking into the hotel. For this trip, I was hosted by the Park Hyatt, a stylish and luxurious property just minutes away from Angkor Wat. The hotel features 2 pools, a gym, plenty of beautiful nooks to relax and enjoy the scenery, and comfortable, beautifully decorated rooms. They also have on-call tuk-tuk drivers for ease of exploring. We arrived just before sunset, and they gave us a warm welcome and some fresh snacks, and we had time to settle in and relax a bit before heading down to the courtyard for dinner and an Apsara show. Apsara is a traditional Cambodian dance show that has roots in ancient Khmer civilization. It's a beautiful way of expressing cultural heritage and identity, and you can't miss it on your visit. Then it was lights out since we had to get up at 4 a.m. for this. Okay, so we have been exploring the main temple of the Angkor Wat complex, and then we're going to go check out some of the other smaller temples and grounds later on. Pro tip, if you are doing this, I recommend booking a private car driver instead of just hopping around with tuk-tuks, just because it's incredibly hot and you will really appreciate the time to have some breaks for air conditioning versus just being out in the heat and the sun the entire day. So we've been out here walking around already for almost 2 hours. We're going to hop back in the car, get a little AC, get some cold water because he does have a cooler in the trunk, and then head over to the next part of the complex. And now we are at the Banyan Temple, which is so gorgeous. This one has like these beautiful, like intricately carved faces all over the front. Really, really beautiful. Just beware of the monkeys because they are running around all over the place. They're not scared of humans. They're very social. They're very friendly. They will kind of like come up to you. One chased me, one tried to grab my ankle. They were kind of pawing at the end of my dress. They will definitely steal your stuff. So if you see them, put your phone away, sunglasses, cameras, close your bag, because we definitely saw them like take things from people and run away with it. So watch out for the monkeys. After incredibly beautiful and incredibly hot morning exploring temples, we headed back to the hotel by 10 a.m. to catch the end of breakfast, and I am so glad we made it back in time because this was an experience. There was a Khmer waffle and coffee station, a massive buffet of continental and hot options, plus a la carte options you could order, and fresh juices, all included. This is the kind of breakfast that keeps you full until lunch, so you can skip it, which was perfect because we really needed time for some naps. Then we lounged by the pool for a bit because it was too pretty to miss it, and then headed back to the temple to catch an incredible sunset with barely any crowds and much more pleasant temperatures. For dinner, we decided to explore a local restaurant, and one of the top suggestions was a place called Haven. This is not just a restaurant, but a social enterprise and a training restaurant for vulnerable young adults from shelters, as well as underprivileged people from very poor rural areas. Their program helps young people get work and life skills, and also gives you a delicious dinner including local, Thai, and Western options, so I highly recommend checking it out to have a great meal and support an amazing mission. Then the next day, we were up at a much more reasonable hour to explore more of Angkor Wat. And so it's our second day in Siem Reap, and right now we are at Prohm, also known as the Temple from Tomb Raider, which I have not seen that movie in ages. Maybe I should have watched it again just to get context for the scenes that were filmed here. But it's really pretty, definitely feeling very like authentic and less crowded than the other bigger temple complexes. So let's go check it out. After another amazing morning exploring the temples, we went back to the Park Hyatt for what turned out to be one of my favorite activities, a traditional Cambodian cooking class. This started with a tour of a local market where we learned about Cambodian cooking techniques and classic ingredients and got to sample some street food to get our appetites ready. There were so many unique spices and herbs that are often used in Cambodian cooking, and you can find everything from rice and grains to fish, meat, and vegetables, as well as clothing and household goods all in the same market. Then we headed back and the chefs dressed me in this traditional look and we got started working on our 3-course meal of a curry fish amok, banana flour salad, and donuts for dessert. The chefs were amazing and taught us so many tips and tricks, and thanks to their expertise, my first time trying Cambodian food came out pretty tasty. So it is our last night in Siem Reap. We're leaving here kind of early tomorrow to go ahead to our next destination. So we're gonna just kind of hang out and explore Pub Street, check out some night markets, and do a little bit of shopping because I actually packed too light for this trip. I took out 2 dresses and now I regret taking out those dresses because I feel like I don't have enough clothes and it's been super hot and sweaty. So we're just gonna go do some shopping. It's a really good excuse. Cambodia surprised me in a lot of ways, but one was how good the shopping was. In addition to all the amazing cheapies you can find in the markets, there are some incredible boutiques as well, and a lot of them support local NGOs and fair trade textile development, so you can feel good about what you're purchasing. I could actually do a whole video on everything I bought and stuffed into my suitcase to bring home, so stay tuned for that. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might also find it useful, and check me out on Instagram and TikTok. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.